Good evening, Tim. How are you? And how are you, Victoria? So it's late in the evening, late night here. I will start with my presentation. So let's talk about a little bit about BusOKAY. This solution was introduced about 2 years ago, and we launched it at one of the Gurtam's annual meetings, and it has been doing very well here in India. So just a very quick background. It can do route planning specifically for schools, rider management, pick-up and drop-off schedules for students, real-time monitoring, vehicle location. You can do route performance monitoring and completion, and of course, driver and rider performance can also manage, and vehicle maintenance and expense recording. So there are solution. There are three main components of the solution. One is the web module, which is for schools, which helps them to build routes as per the children pick up and drop off stops, timings, scheduling, what time the bus should reach there, because they don't want to be waiting at the bus stop. So this is a simple tool. We have demonstrated this and successfully implemented in more than 50 schools here in India, and it's been doing very well. There is a ride assistant app, which can be either used by the driver or it can be used by the ride assistant or nanny, which sends real-time information to parents when the child is getting picked up at the bus stop. Optionally, children carry RFID card, which is scanned on the reader on the bus, and it sends a notification on the parent app. This is the parent app. This gives them a bus arrival notification, estimated arrival time at the stop, estimated arrival time at the school, all the update messages, notifies on the leaves, and of course the ridership history. So this solution has been doing very well, and we were certainly hit by COVID all across the world. Globally, this was a big challenge early in 2020. So schools got shut, and then we started engaging with school management and administration that how can we come back, how can we start the school's operations once the COVID subsides, it goes down. So we realized that there are certain new normal rules which need to be followed, and we were looking at the ways that how and what needs to be done. Everybody should be wearing face masks, need to have proper disinfection, thermal scanning of the riders and even the bus driver and the ride assistant, social distancing to be maintained, and of course, medical assistance to be provided. And so we looked at it as an opportunity and improvised our solution. So to start with, we built a new feature where all the ride assistant and the drivers, they need to record their duty, and they need to provide a declaration that they don't have any fever, they are not having any cough, and they are wearing the mask. They need to click the picture, and only then they can log the duty, and that recorded, and the picture goes as a record that at what location they started the duty, and they were they are following with all the compliances. Then we created custom checklists before the trip start checklist, whether the bus is fully disinfected or not. Once the trip is completed, the checklist need to be followed to ensure that there is no infection left if anybody was infected. And then social distancing. For example, a bus has a seating capacity of 30, and as the riders are boarding, and if by law you can only carry 50% of children in the school, the moment you have a 16th or 17th child boarding, it will create an alert in the report, and you know the driver is not complying. At the same time, it does not allows you to create a route for more than the capacity whatever has been defined by government or by the authorities. So with these solutions, with these improvisations, we are ready. We started implementing in some of the schools, but then again, a second wave hit and the schools are shut again. And again, the second wave is subsiding. We are hearing in a couple of months that maybe in a month or so, the schools will restart. Again, as for the driver and the ride assistant, there is a pre-boarding health check for children as well. What is that fever that needs to be recorded? Notification goes to the parent that the fever was recorded, whether they are wearing mask or not, if they have any cough or anything. And this is kind of become a new normal and going to become a new normal for all public transportation applications. That's very quick on the new features which we added on BusOKAY. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. Just before I go to the questions, we have added on the same platform, we have added a couple of more apps, security and service management to manage field operations, which also has COVID protection features. The drivers, the security guards, when they need to report, where they need to report, if the area is a containment zone or if it has a high risk of COVID. And then we also have a service management app for the technicians. So paperless reports, when they install the systems, they click pictures and they fill up the report on the mobile app. No need to carry any paper, and real-time information report goes to the management as well as the customer. That's all from my side, Tim and Victoria. I'll be happy to answer if there are any questions.
App is evolving and new features are being added, and we have a question from the audience. Do you plan to add any new anti-COVID features anytime soon?
Yes. So Tim, as we learn learn about the new problems, because what we see, the way the virus is mutating, there'll be new rules, new normal rules will apply, and we will have to adopt and make changes to our way of living, the way of traveling, and way of using public transportation. So we will have to do that, and we are actively considering all that. What we have realized, all the problems of the world cannot be solved only with IoT. It has to be a right mix of people, processes, IoT, and the overall technology. And people have to learn and people have to evolve. And that's what we are realizing. We were evaluating to implement some solution in Canada, and we realized they have a checklist of about more than 40 items to be done. A trick can be started, which is a great learning. And that was an idea and thought which came to our mind, that why can't we apply that on COVID? So we're learning new techniques and new processes as we are maturing.
Okay, Rajeev, thank you very much. It's nice to see that children are safe, and we wish you to have a really nice late evening. Goodbye.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.